All right, let's get the week going. Let's get started here, continue rather, or try to get some wins on the board after that loss for the first match. This is Astra season. Welcome. And this is our Lin team for this week, I guess, since it kind of works. If you think about it, with Heimdallr, I guess it kind of makes sense to do something like this because of, the ending action thing. I don't completely understand how it works, to be honest. There's a part of it that's a little bit, I haven't fully grasped it yet, but, I'm still working through it, and I'm pretty sure I'll pick it up as, the matches go along. Pretty decent defense here, a lot of, new, strong units, but biggest hindrance is, of course, Corrin here because she slows everything down, which is why I chose to go with this particular team since,
Bless them.
we can bypass the terrain and just attack from back here. They can't really reach us aside from Erica, who has the largest threat range here. So that's primarily the attack plan, or the plan of attack. We're going to take out Erica and then see where the rest of the team falls from there. Straightforward, shouldn't be too complicated, and we should be done relatively quickly. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this or take my time here. So yeah, I was talking a lot about the banner, or a bit about the banner. Yeah, nothing really. Like, I love the concept and everything about it. It looks really interesting. I think it's a good idea overall. I think there's ways that it could have been better, of course, but I mean, overall, I have no complaints about it. I think it's a very good implementation of a idea that we have been floating around within the community for some time now, in terms of how to is it improve or just bring back some excitement to the game, and that's what we've gotten here with this banner. Just a bit of excitement, and I'm glad that they went this route with it, or at least tried to do something. In terms of whether or not
Let's go.
it could have been better. I definitely think it could have been better. There's more things that could have been done to improve or just make it better. Just from looking at it, 3-unit banner, I'm never really a fan of those. I always think you can at least put a 4th unit on there just for, the color share. I think that's better overall. And there's so many other units that they could pick from to put on there. But then also thematically, it probably, boils down to these 3 units or backpacks plus, because then it would just be a 2-person banner plus this new unit, unless they wanted to add another D-mode from whatever game, and that probably would have devalued the banner in their eyes. That's probably the thinking that they had. I don't know, I'm just speculating. Yeah, I'm just speculating, but there's
I seek a foe.
I don't know, there's some ideas that I had that maybe could have gone a better way in terms of just how it was implemented, but it's still good overall. I still like that. 43. Okay, very lucky that Arvel had a bad refine. I did not see that happening. Was he I don't think was this one refined? I didn't check, actually. I don't remember. But yeah, we got lucky there. I didn't plan for that happening. It's okay. We got away with it there. Yeah, we should be able to clear the rest of it. Biggest issue should be who takes out Armored Bro here in a bit. And then from there, we just got to get rid of Corrin so that the terrain can stop being annoying, and then we figure out a way to deal with Camilla, and that's GG's. I think that should be good enough. Oh, also, we got to avoid the Hodor.
Seek a foe.
Yeah, I think this play here is probably the best idea, just to get rid of her. Yeah, those are pretty much that's pretty much the plan. Nothing too complicated. We'll be done soon. Yeah, we'll be done pretty soon. Yeah, overall, from the units from the banner, I really like them. I think Lin is very strong. I think we're gonna have to test Ike to see how he performs, and I think Vanitas, I think that's how you say it, is a very interesting unit, and I can't wait to get my hands on her to. Whoa, that sounds weird. I can't wait to get her into testing to see how she performs. I'm pretty sure it's after combat. She has to survive the combat, and then is relatively easy to do with the support effects that we have, with how much we can improve or increase the bulk of armored units with everything that's available in the game. Shield Fighter, Miracle, all that stuff. There's a lot of ways to increase her survivability. I mean, heck, I've been using Tree Man as a save unit for quite some time now, and he still performs very well, to this day. So I haven't found a reason to swap him out of that defensive role just yet. So I'm pretty sure that Vanitas will perform to a similar degree, even better, because she acts as a much better deterrent to incoming attacks. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. We'll see how everything goes once the trailer is live. I don't even think I'll be able to pull the day that the trailer is out because I don't have enough orbs. I think I'm probably gonna have to buy some orbs. I don't mind, because I do like the units there, so I don't really mind. I think it's not a bad investment. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad investment. And it's just for one, since merging is completely pointless these days. Arena, I just like, oh my god, Golvig, Ninja Golvig in Arena. So easy. This is the easiest week I've had in Arena in a long time. She just blows everything up, and then extra actions, and it just keeps going. Hopefully I can. Well, I'm not gonna have merges, so this is probably the only week that I'm gonna be able to use her, really. But I think, like, if there's ever a week where I know that I won't be able to meet the score, just staying, like, let's say tier 21, I'm probably gonna get her out and use her, because it makes Arena so easy and not, as stressful as it can be. So that's definitely a good addition. This Ninja Golvig. I was very impressed with how well she does in Arena. Yeah, so there's that. And Shez. Shez damage output. Very surprising. I've been just checking between the Shezes to see if there's like any significant difference between damage output and Ninja. I don't know if it's Comet, because that's the only copy of Comet I have on Ninja Shez, so I haven't fought it just yet. I don't know. Maybe we'll see after the bonus season is over if I decide to do that or not. But Comet, I'm hitting some numbers, 400, 500, some insane numbers with that special with Shez. So I don't know what it is, but I don't know which one, because I'm currently running Miracle on the other Shez. Legendary Shez. I'm currently running Miracle on her. So it's kind of not a fair comparison. But then also, like, I think I'm going to swap it out just for, like, lethality, because I do think I have lethality on there just to see what damage output is like. Of course, I'm testing against Black Knight, because what other unit would it make sense to test on in terms of a save? And they both do very well. Like, Legendary Shez currently with Miracle does very well. As long as she can get the Miracle procs, she typically is able to kill on the 3rd or 4th hit. And then this Ninja Shez, she KOs in one hit. She KOs Black Knight in one hit if her Comet is charged, which is insane. 2 hits at most usually. So I don't know if the special is amazing or if it's just, power of the unit. One of the two things, but she hits really hard. I didn't even use her for Rucker Sieges. I used the Legendary Shez and Sharena and Edelgard, and that was easy enough. So imagine if I had used the new Blue Shez, how easy that would have been. I didn't even, like, the weapon triangle advantage didn't even matter because she still got the damage based off the speed check. So yeah, Rucker Sieges was pretty easy, pretty fun.
Leave it
You know,
to me.
it could be harder. I did mention, some ways that they could potentially make that more challenging, but for what it was,
I'll
I
strike
enjoyed
from
it,
here.
and hopefully they bring it back soon, and it doesn't go away for another whole year. GG's, let's play another one. Whoa, voice break. All right, here we go with the second match here, third match, I guess.
It's our year.
We're gonna just swap the units and go up here. This is pretty old in terms of a defense, but I'm starting pretty late in the week, so I guess this is to be expected. So yeah, we're gonna go up here with the Camilla team and get going. Yeah, I've been seeing some people say that the new Ike is supposed to be able to counter Camilla based off of defensive bulk. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, Desert Ike does come pretty close and is able to do it in some situations where you set up the team accordingly. He can do it actually. So, it's safe to say that this Ike should have the capability. Especially since Diamant was able to. If you supported him right or put him in the right spot, Diamant can do it. Not completely a fraud, but still he has fraudulent tendencies. But yeah, we got to get this Ike into testing, man, and see how he performs. I don't know. I'm skeptical about him. The Hardy bearing, the desperation, forced desperation thing, just. I don't know if it's the forced desperation or if it's the defensive bulk that causes Ike to fall off. Yes, Hardy Baron is a counter, but even though, like, a lot of times if he's able to get an attack off, he can still, like, I'm thinking back to Emblem Ike. Even if you had Hardy Baron, a lot of times if Ike was able to get an attack off, he could still get the KO. So I don't necessarily want to say that Hardy Baron is the direct. Well, I mean it is, but it's not like the end of the world for the unit. I think it could be down to the defensive bulk and how quickly damage output has increased since Emblem Ike came out. So it's probably one of the things that led to his downfall more so than the Hardy Bearing Seal. I mean, Baby Duo Robin didn't really hit that hard into Emblem Ike, but it was just enough damage to actually take him out, and especially since he wasn't able to get the Great Ether off because of the Hush Spectrum, it just worked against him in a lot of ways. So, and then sometimes he still could survive, depending on whether or not Baby Duo Robin was able to get a special off. So, yeah, it was a close matchup, but I don't know. They keep leaning into this forced desperation mechanic on the Ikes, and I don't necessarily know if it's like the best thing for him. Well, it's a gimmick, and I guess someone has to have the gimmick. Well, they don't have to, but it's his thing now, so I can understand him having it again. On this version, that is a repeat of the, is it a can't even say it's a reskin because they look pretty much the same, except for Lynn, who got an augmentation in the chesticle area there by Kaboon. But yeah, they're pretty much the same units, and I'm like, personally, I have no attachment to them, so we'll see how they play. But pretty much the same Brave units with new BSD.
Emblem were here.
Now, Vanitas is also, like I said, very interesting. This is like the second unit or the third. Second unit, I think, to have the bonus neutralization effects built. Third, actually, but no, second, because additional condition of it being a combat effect. So before there was, I believe, Dimitri. No, I gotta include my guy Nurgle in there, Nurgle and Sonya. So fourth, actually, so the fourth unit now, to have the bonus neutralization effects built into the weapon, which is a lot. Like, it's good, like I said, to have options that provides us with avenues to cancel out some of the many bonuses that are currently available in the game. It's good that they are including more of these unit types within, and it's interesting that this one is a save unit. I never actually considered that being a possibility. So they keep surprising me in that extent in terms of like how their unit building. Because I didn't think that was something that a save unit could do. Like when you think of bonuses, you typically think of removing them, actively removing them in an offensive manner. But this is more like it's more like a deterrent. Like I said, in terms of if you attack and you don't take her out, you lose something. So it's a negative. It forces you to have to play better, or to potentially get the one shot, which is definitely possible. I mean, you have Erica, Desperation Erica, Brave Erica, I'm pretty sure will be able to do it. I went through the Tempest trial with zero problem at all. But then, Brave Govig, so. And then you have red units. Not Ryoma. I'm pretty sure Ryoma won't be able to do it without Reflex. He's definitely a Reflex merchant. But there are units out there that should be able to take her out in one. Fur should definitely be able to do it. Fear Fur should definitely be able to do it. So I'm looking forward to seeing her on defense. GG's. Let's play one more. Alright, so here's our first encounter with Time Dollar here. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with how the thing works. Well, not first encounter. I think this is second or third. Maybe, I don't know. Another Time Dollar team. I'm not too familiar because there's a component of the weapon description or condition that says something about attacking into a save. And if you attack the save, then the Foresight Snare doesn't trigger. Something like that. Like, I honestly wanted to just tank this team because of the fact that I don't clearly understand what that mechanic is supposed to mean. Like, I know it's going to go on Armored Bro here because he has the most bulk, but Godly Yunaka here too covers a ton of threat range. I could just way back here and bait out Yunaka, but let's go up a bit further. We're gonna bait out Camilla as well, and Ryoma as well. I mean, Corrin will win the speed check, so it's fine. But yeah, there's something about it that allows for the cancellation of the effect if you attack into the armored unit or something like that, or if the far save triggers, I believe, is how it's worded. But if the Foresight Snare is not on the armored unit, let's say it's on someone else, the far save should trigger, but then the status effect, the Foresight Snare, will then trigger afterwards. I think that's how it works. I don't know, something like that. But I think there should be a way where you can attack, like even if the Foresight Snare is there and you're within the 3x3, there's a way that you can attack and still not have to worry about it triggering. And I just gotta figure it out. I gotta play around with it, or test into people's defenses and see how it works. Who I can attack that will allow me to not get my action ended. So yeah, that's something that I gotta, unless someone knows and just shares it, and then I can test it out. But I'll just, maybe by the time that this is out, I would have already figured it out. But I don't know. We'll see where that ends up. But it's not the most problematic thing, like I said when the unit first came out, because once we figure it out, it's going to be very easy to play around. I was thinking that Elamine would have been a way to counter it, but unfortunately, I don't know if, well, it's not even unfortunate. I don't know if Elamine can meet the rest track. At least maybe not in this bonus season, but with all the cleansing, you'd have to, staple on a ton of penalties to get there. So, I don't know, maybe Elamine could do it, but maybe not. I don't know, since it's would you have to target the unit that the bonus is going on, or the penalty is going on, or would you target the unit that's creating the effects? So yeah, I don't know. It's something to think about. Just thoughts. Yeah, here we are. We're gonna get going. Corrin is in position. Black Knight is in position. We gotta move Sedith out of the way here because there's a potential rally that could happen, and Ryoma could get a little bit too far, so we gotta set it up like this and put Marth in this spot here so that if Camilla warps down, which I'm not sure if she will or not, but if she does, She should get Marth should be able to handle it. Essentially, is what I'm saying. So yeah, let's set it up like this and take it from there.
Why not?
Additionally, I've been going through Hall of Forms, and man, it's really not enjoyable when you know that you're not going to pick up any of the units and you're just playing to get to the final level. I think tier 25, I believe it is. It's not enjoyable. This batch of units, I don't like them, any of them really. I mean, Safi I have considered, since looking at my Safi, there's really nothing there. So maybe if I get like, you know, a couple of skills on, you know, I could maybe merge. But both of the harmonics I don't think are particularly great. I don't use either of them really. Well, sometimes I do use harmonic. I forget her name. Lind. Yeah, Lind. Sometimes I use harmonic Lind. Ooh, Camillus the warps. But oh, there's the Force Knight snare triggering. I didn't plan for that, but it's good that it happened. I'm pretty sure that Corrin would have still won the fight there. But cool. It's something that I saw when I first tested it on defense, and it worked out there in my favor. So yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Like, it's not. The Lind is a unit that I could potentially pick up just for resonant battles, but I'm not like super interested in her. Yeah, so a lot of these Hall of Forms units are really just easy skips. We're just playing the game mode for whatever fun it has to offer, and then yeah, that's that. We move on to the next. Hopefully, it's because they're so far behind. It feels like picking up any of these units would be like a waste of time. They're so far behind, so far behind. And I'm sure that even when we get to the stage where we start getting like Alliers and stuff, it'll still be like far behind even then, because and it's not like you can skip a bunch of banners and just, you know, come to whatever is current. They can't just do that. Well, I mean, they could, but it would be like not fair. I don't think. You got to give everyone a chance, but at the same time, there's just really no reason to pick up some of these units. They're so old, and the extra skills or the new skills don't really benefit them as much as you would like it to. So I don't know what they're going to do with that game mode moving forward, but it's starting to really just lose all value, and it's not that fun to play, because the units within the Hall of Forms, it's always the same. You know, the Camilla, that one red flyer Camilla, Hanoka, Bohanoka, and a couple of other units that you always see all the time. It's nothing really. It's coded, and they just have not wanted. They just don't want to change the code there. So it's not the most compelling game mode at the moment, and it's kind of going the route of forging. It's going down the same lane of that other game mode where you can get the free unit, or not the free. You build your unit and you pick the one that you want. I don't remember what it's called, but they're kind of both in the same spot. It's just that one costs more than the other to get the forma. Binding Worlds, that's what I'm trying to remember. Let's get the pots here. So yeah, we got the old man here. He works really like. Previously, Elm was on this team, but Elm doesn't really do much for an Omni-Tank team or a tanking team in general. That's what this is. So I put the old man in because bonus effects, and as you saw in the beginning, it kind of worked out well with the Heimdallr thing. I really like the counterplay there between the two of them, Heimdallr and this old perv. I like the counterplay, but in terms of longevity, if that's his only, I think he'll always have value, even if that's his only role, because there's always the possibility Heimdallr will be bonus at some point, just like he with Freyr and Elamine, where there was counterplay there. It's good that we have the two things here as well. So I don't know. I feel like I want to say I like the unit, but I'm reticent to say it because I despise him greatly because of just, you know, decisions that they made with his parts. They could have made him look less creepy if they wanted to, but they didn't go that route. And I mean, it's intentional because that's what the character is supposed to be. So they did a good job as it relates to that, I want to say. But yeah, I think decent mythics overall, both of them. Very good additions to the mythic pool. The mythic pool is so bad. I mean, Lift, Thracier, what are they going to do with those units? What are they going to do with those units? Because using them is like no fun. Ooh. 35. I honestly forgot that he was there. I sent him to get the pot and I completely forgot. Oh, he takes 0 damage. Awesome. Yeah, I completely forgot that he was there. But good that he takes 0 damage from Freyr. Freyr is still kicking. Freyr does, like if you support him right and you give him the right build, he still performs very well and he can put out damage. So Freyr is still doing very well. No rush to replace him. If I'm being completely honest, you can still use him on defense. But like your Lif and Thracier and Rhea, Duma, what do you even do with those units? I mean, you can give them a complete kit overhaul, but then are they still the same mythics at that stage? Like, they're supposed to have something unique about them, and I feel like their uniqueness makes them weak. Thracier was a Dragon Slayer, and now she can't even kill blue units. So, I don't know, man. It's interesting. I don't know personally, what I would want to do with those. I would just want to scrap them all together and remove them from the game, to be honest. But I guess you can't really do that. Someone likes them. GG's. See you in the next one.